Foolio's killers all sentenced. I happened to see the video of the young man pleading with the judge, saying that he thinks his life sentence was too harsh, considering he had the same role in the crime as he did. That bugged me. He did call her his girlfriend.
He called his girl.
And then the judge was like, well, I don't know if this is your current, if this is your former. But apparently she got 15 years.
She got 15 for manslaughter.
He gets life, but he was tried with the whole crew.
The four of them,
and that was part of what he was saying to the judge. Listen, I feel like injustice has been done for the same exact role. I got a way harsher penalty, and I feel like I'm being penalized because my group. I was on trial with my group. They did a lot of. They got life, so I feel like I get life, and I feel like the destination played a part because we were here and then she was wherever she was. But he laid out a case that sounded strong until the judge started talking like, "Yo, dog, I don't give a fuck what you saying.
None of it.
You done."
They said from the rip. They said from the rip that they ain't play that shit. Like again, they traveled up there to Tampa to do that, and even the police department, they was like, "Yo, They took that shit super serious. Was like, "Yo, we not having that up here. Like, we gonna make examples out of everybody. Don't bring that shit up here. Whatever y'all got going, keep it down there."
Yeah.
So that whole
kill each other in the jungle.
Yeah.
Ain't coming up here.
Y'all not coming up here with that shit. They tried to make examples out of all of them.
I heard the sincerity in his voice though when he started appealing to the people from their hood. He's like, "Yo, bruh,
yeah, this shit ain't worth it.
This shit ain't worth it." And he's like, "Yo, we killing each other. We doing this stuff. We doing that stuff. Only person that's gonna support you is your mother,
and maybe a friend."
And he was like, "Yo, it's just not worth it." So I only saw I saw three of them. One of them seemed like he ain't give a fuck. But the light-skinned kid that had the turtleneck on and homeboy just now, honestly, they seem like they was decent kids. Like decent, you know what I'm saying? And we just be getting caught up in the street shit and what we think is cool and what the neighborhood is saying and what these rap songs are saying. And it's making these little go do dumb shit. These kids sound like decent kids if you took them out of whatever
murder
they was going on. Even though they...
Yeah, that's where he's losing.
Yeah. They're decent kids until the murder.
They're not decent kids.
He's trying to say that they grew up in a
but it's
household.
easy.
It's easier said.
They had better opportunities than others.
It's easier said than done.
That's what I think he said.
What's easier said to not go shoot?
No.
What the fuck are we doing?
Look,
what's easier said than done?
What I'm trying to say is, I could see a world where a good kid following behind somebody gets in the car with them and go do some bullshit with them that might not be of his normal character, and now you got to deal with the consequences of that. One of the dudes there, I think that was, I think Foolio, I could be wrong here, has something to do with his cousin being killed or something. One of them niggas there was on time, and he showed no remorse. He knew what it was. Yeah. He just waiting to go, yo, send me up.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I did it. Like, the whole trial. And you could see a person like that maybe recruiting some people to, yo, come slide with me. And they might have just been, I don't know these, but just seeing the lack of remorse and then seeing these like, oh shit, I made a mistake where this wasn't a mistake. I knew what I came to do. I knew what came with it. Sign me up. It is what it is.
Him, I'm not talking about. I saw that he feels vindicated in his mind.
Like, yo,
he did exactly what he meant to go out there and do.
Yeah.
So I'm not really talking about him.
But you can get people that might not understand the gravity of all that shit. Yo, come on, we getting ready to go do this. Come with me, whatever. Or you trying to get down? Bet you want to get down, come do this. Yeah. And they might not have been built for that.
I understand now. I'm just not calling that kid a good kid once he makes that decision.
Agreed.
You're not a good kid. Your man talks you into not only getting in the car to go kill this little young nigga on the night of his birthday, but if we taking all details into account, y'all stalked the kid for ages.
Yeah, they did.
Good is just not the adjective that comes to mind with this type of story.
You could be right.
No matter how homeboy voice sound, I'm watching this shit and all I could look at was his arms. So no matter how his voice sounded, I'm looking at his arms. And I'm like, yeah, this is the kid that got to go grab a gun if somebody do something to him. He don't look like he got not near fight in him.
Nothing.
That's how you look. That's what my mind. That's where my mind went.
I think what Freeze is talking about is the kid that You just riding with your cousin and you just happen to do something.
Or nah, I think that we just play.
Okay, but that's not what happened here.
Okay, but
you wasn't just riding and unbeknownst to you, a nigga pulled out and just started killing somebody. That's not this case.
Sure.
I'm only talking about this specific case. I'm not calling these kids good kids. These niggas is fucking terrorists.
I think not a bad point. I just think that we minimalize these issues in these communities so easily that until that shit really hits you, like, yo, I just killed somebody and I'm looking at life in prison and I'm never gonna see my family, I'm never gonna see my friends, I'm never gonna see all that shit. The shit that we took with a grain of salt really ain't to be taken with a grain of salt. It's some real consequences behind that. Till you see somebody's family crying in the courtroom that you did something to their kid, that shit hits differently. And again, when you listen to these rap songs and you seeing all of this shit, it don't really paint a real picture of what's going on in our environments. And some of these kids could be little corny ass schoolboy kids that just involved in the neighborhood shit. And unfortunately, the neighborhood shit be beating niggas up and shooting niggas.
Then you're not a good kid.
All right, cool.
Then you're not a good kid.
Cool.
You can be a good kid and change overnight.
Wait, what'd you say?
You can be a good kid and change overnight. That happens.
Yeah.
You can have good grades. You can live your life being respectful to your parents, and you can get picked on and then change overnight. And that doesn't take away the fact that you was a good kid.
Oh, was is past tense. The second the change occurs, you're not a good kid.
You can't call him. I see what you're saying.
You're
What's
not
a good kid? Maybe that's the question. Maybe I'm
someone that doesn't murder
I'm
people.
inclined to agree with you.
Like, somebody that's not getting out of
somebody that's not murdering people, down with the murder for hire, putting money on somebody's head to be murdered,
stalking someone
or
to be murdered,
prepared to murder. Yeah, I'm dead. Sorry,
I hear you. I understand.
There's other. To your point, there's other adjectives. There's probably better adjectives.
Yeah.
Misguided, sad, unfortunate situation. There's a lot of things that you could say, but good kid, I have to
you're not a
agree.
good kid.
You're not a good kid.
It doesn't sound like
that's all I'm saying.
Because I'm saying you could have been a good kid and then have gotten
that was me.
led
I
astray.
was a good kid in Jersey City 20 gabillion years ago, and whenever the crowd went over here and we was trying to be block versus block, all right, I'll run over here. We'll beat this kid up. All right, you punching him in the face from over here. All right, we'll jump on him. Guess what? Once those things start happening, I ain't a good kid.
Yeah.
I'm not a good kid. I don't give a fuck what my mom's friends thought about me. I'm in the streets as a menace.
I think that's the challenge sometimes is that, like, as parents or as adults, elders who know you, we remember the best parts of you and we see the best parts of you. A lot of people have no idea who their kids are when they walk outside that house. You know, you still think, oh, that's my baby. And sometimes them babies, like Sam Jackson said in was it Juice? I know a lot of kids.
I know a lot of kids since they was killers.
Yeah, killers since they was kids. Exactly. Like, sometimes you got to remember that too.
Real quick, and I do want to get off the subject. I'm familiar with a situation with a kid who was good, and his brother got killed. I mean, he overnight changed, and he vowed to get vengeance for the to the person that killed his brother. Then after that, he just kept on going and going and going.
I mean, shit.
That was the trigger point for him.
You listen to Von's music. That's kind of what he said. He saw his best friend get killed in front of him. He said, that turned me, in that moment, I snapped. And that turned me into something else.
Now King Von's name is made as
No, I'm just talking about people that speak on this shit to Flip's point.
Are you
talking about the
Flip? You don't know where the fuck you came from, bro.
You act like people, shit don't happen that cause motherfuckers just go the other way.
You disagree with what he's saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Like, you don't know what we're saying. You know exactly what we're saying.
King Von wasn't a good kid.
We don't know anything about him.
We know enough to say he wasn't never a good kid.
You can't say never.
That's
the point.
So
you don't know him prior to that shit happened. You don't know that.
He saw his friend died and a demon was born, then he killed 39 niggas. Got it. Listen, I'm unconditioning myself from some of this stupid hip hop shit. Y'all want to carry on?
I'm not even talking about hip hop shit.
King Von was a good kid.
I never said King Von was a good kid.
Safe to assume.
You're putting words in people's mouths. Nobody said that. We're just saying, I'm speaking to him specifically, saying something he saw changed him. Same thing Flip was saying, that where the dude's brother got killed, and in that moment it changed him, and then he became something else.
I'm saying to you, I think King Von in that story is full of shit.
New Joe Budden.